Ooh. Let's go ahead and adjust that. Hey guys and girls, it's your girl Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens, and I'm excited because it is Motivation Monday. Motivation Monday. Motivation Monday. Motivation Monday. Yeah, that's it, y'all. And Green Fire Motivation has a question for you as always. Okay, so before I tell you my question, I am going to do a little sidebar. So anyone who knows me knows that I am one of those who kind of make a big deal about using proper grammar. But this is not one of those times. So I'm going to use some pretty improper grammar. But if you ever notice, sometimes things don't come off with quite the right unction without improper grammar. Some people use cursing. I don't, but sometimes I use improper grammar when I'm trying to get out what I want to say really fast. And so here we go. Green Fire Motivation has a question for you, as always. My question today is, what are some things in your life that you ain't got time for? What are some things in your life that you ain't got time for? Whew. Oh, this tear me up. Anyways, okay, so welcome to the Green Fire Motivation channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're a returning supporter, thank you so much for coming back. Without you, there would be no channel and nobody to talk to. Go figure. So the purpose of the Green Fire Motivation channel is to give you, empower you to take action and to take control of your life. So by all means, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, and by all means, watch this video as many times as possible so that this information can sink in if it doesn't sink in by the end of the video. And so back to the question. The question was, are there some things in your life that you just ain't got time for? Okay. So last week we talked about the movers and shakers. And the question was, who are the movers and shakers in your life? Well, it just so happens that I am one of the movers and shakers in my life. And so the next question is, what are some of the things that I ain't got time for? If you're a mover and shaker, you ain't got time for these either. And if you're not a mover and shaker, you most definitely ain't got time for these things. Okay, so here's number one. Movers and shakers don't have time for excuses. They find a solution. Movers and shakers don't have time for excuses. They find a solution. Hey, that rhymed, didn't it? Okay, so movers and shakers, right? So when there's a problem, they don't dote on the problem. They don't exacerbate the problem. They don't continue to focus on the problem. What they do is they shift and they focus on what solutions are available and then they execute. So say it with me. Movers and shakers ain't got time for excuses. They find solutions. That's number one. Number two. Okay, so number two is movers and shakers ain't got time for excuses. Excuse me, hold on. Let me go back. Movers and shakers don't have time for non production. They find more productive ways to function. I'm going to say that again. Movers and shakers don't have time for non-production. They find a more productive, I can't talk tonight. I got all excited about the title. Movers and shakers don't have time for non-production. They find the most productive way to function. Okay, so a mover and a shaker. For example, I don't know if any of you guys know Eric Thomas. If you don't know Eric Thomas, he's like one of the, if not the top motivational speaker in the world. And he says he wakes up at 5 a.m. every day. I could be off by now. He might have said 4 a.m., but I believe it was 5. He wakes up at 5 a.m. every day, no matter what. I was listening to one of his videos, and he said that even when he travels, he still wakes up at the same time. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been in some scenarios where it's like, oh yeah, I'm on vacation. I'm gonna just relax. Not Eric Thomas, not E.T. the hip hop preacher. No. So he is actually one of my favorite motivational speakers because his energy is just always on. His passion is always on. He doesn't make excuses. And when he since he doesn't make excuses and he's modeling for those who are to follow in his footsteps, he doesn't allow them to make excuses either. So instead of making an excuse for not being productive, find a way to be more productive and a way to that didn't come out right, but y'all know what I'm saying. Let me go back. Okay. Movers and shakers don't have time for non-production. They find the most productive way to function. So even though he's on vacation, or even if he's traveling to do some speaking engagement or something, he still gets up at 5 a.m. He's finding a way. If you get off a 12-hour flight, the last thing you want to do is work out. But Eric Thomas is saying, no, I'm gonna work out anyway because this is what I normally do. So just because the location changed doesn't change the fact that this is the time that I do this every single day. So he finds a way to be productive. He finds a way to function. Yeah. So number 3, movers and shakers ain't got time for haters. Now, there were 2 parts to this because I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to do. So the third one says, movers and shakers don't have time for haters because they are success crusaders. They are success crusaders. They live for success. I don't know if I want to say die for success, but they strive for success. They do everything that they can possibly do, make things happen everything possible that they can make happen, they make it happen. They are crusaders. They are riders. They are strivers. I ain't gonna say diers. They're riders and strivers. Riders and strivers. Somebody type in the comments. Riders and strivers. Riders and strivers. Riders and strivers. Oh my. Make myself laugh. Okay, but the other part to that was, hey, movers and shakers don't have time for haters because they are success accelerators. So when you're trying to climb to the top of a tree, right? You don't have time to look down and see who's down there saying, "Oh, she not gonna make it." "Oh, I don't know why they decided to go up the tree in the first place. That don't make no sense." Those are the haters. Leave them on the ground. If they don't want to climb the mountain, they don't have to. That just means that the success is at the top of the mountain is not for them. It's for you. So don't let haters take you down with them. Don't let them stay down there on the ground where you're supposed to be elevating and elevating and elevating and escalating and elevating and escalating. All these big words, right? So movers and shakers ain't got time for haters because they're success crusaders and success accelerators. Now, I don't know about you, but I used to do track and field. Everybody that knows me knows I used to do track and field at one point in time. And one of the things that I always knew about a race is, say, for example, you're running an 800-meter race. So that's 2 laps around the big track. Now, some people can't even make it one time. But it's actually 2 laps around a 400-meter track. So most of the strategies, that I've seen, you run a steady pace for about 600 meters of the race, and then the last 200 meters, you just haul buggy, you just roll, you just go. Like, it's like somebody took weights off your feet and you just explode, and you're just running as fast as you possibly can, and all you can think about for those last 200 meters is getting across the finish line first. Now, I'm not stressing the part about being first. What I'm stressing about is the part where it says, movers and shakers don't have time for haters because they are success accelerators. That means that as they get closer to the finish line, they move faster. That almost sounded like Mufasa. Mufasa. So, I'm sorry, y'all. This is YouTube, so I got to entertain myself too. But they are success accelerators. So as they meet that goal, as they reach that goal, or as they're closing in on that goal, they start to move faster. They don't have time to think about the person who's still a whole lap behind them. They're going to go right by them as they go across the finish line. Okay. So I hope I said something to you that will encourage you, will empower you to take action and take control of your life. If you are not currently a mover or shaker, I strongly encourage you to become one, because movers and shakers rule the world. Now, we've all heard the terminology geeks rule the world. And I definitely understand why, because their brain power is what puts a lot of things in motion. But guess what? Geeks are what? Movers and shakers. They're movers and shakers. So you should become a mover and a shaker. Say move, shake, move, shake. Come on, guys. Type mover and shakers in the movers and shakers, movers and shakers. This is what I want you to say to yourself. I am somebody. I will be somebody. That was a Medea play. So say to yourself, I am a mover, I am a shaker. I am a mover, I am a shaker. Let's move and shake up some stuff so that we can reach our goals, so that we can reach our dreams, so that we can make those dreams a reality. And at the end of the day, we can empower and empower others to take action and to take control of their life. This has been a Green Fire Motivation Monday, and I, I'm super excited. I love this whole movers and shakers thing. I think I'm gonna take it out to the end of the month. So join me on Wordivation Wednesday, Wordivation Wednesday, Wordivation Wednesday, Wordivation Wednesday. I'll see you guys then. Bye.